Hello, my friends in decor and garden. Please share and subscribe to watch more. Best backyard in 2024. Renovating your backyard landscaping may seem like a daunting prospect, but there are many approaches to landscaping and beautifying your outdoor. Whether you want to do a large or small-scale project, first consider what style suits you, or try mixing styles together for an eclectic look. Rustic and cottage-style garden designs are increasingly popular now and allow for upcycling, salvaged materials, or hunting for supplies at vintage shops. You can start with one space at a time, adding a garden border before turning to container gardens in pots. You may choose to update or create a new structural element, adding some hardscaping or a new pathway, a water feature like a pond or fountain, or a new seating area. From a sleek modern look to a charming English garden, the possibilities are endless. Guided by your terrain, your budget, your design inspirations, and your do-it-yourself landscaping know-how, you can always hire a landscape designer or architect to help your outdoor space realize its potential. A skilled professional can guide you through the process of figuring out a style, how the space will be utilized, creating zones of activity, choosing materials and plants, and recommending builders and contractors for everything from swimming pools to outdoor structures to installing irrigation. Explore these backyard landscaping ideas that show you how to transform your outdoor area into your favorite space. This cozy yet spacious seating area has plenty of privacy thanks to privacy fencing and some well-placed tall perennial grasses that also help absorb noise. The patio, which features a dining and seating area, is framed by a gravel-covered garden bed with a few plants that help to separate the space from the lawn. If your yard has steep levels or hills, you may want to consider a retaining wall. This one has two levels around the seating area, with the lower one providing a space for seasonal plantings and a built-in fireplace. The look comes together with a dramatic round metal pergola that supports the beautiful white wisteria vine, a plant that needs a strong structure away from the house, as its growth can become invasive over time. This pergola adds an airy, open feel to the solid retaining wall. Balancing the angular walls with circular lines, landscaping need not be complicated or fussy. This simple design allows an interesting border to the lawn area with simple wooden posts laid in as borders. The gray fencing, gravel, lighting fixtures, and planters accent the gray tones in the tree bark. And easy plants like clumping grasses and evergreen shrubs provide interest all season. Lining a pathway with plants can be one of the more straightforward ways to start. Just be careful to not choose any plants that would grow in a way that made it difficult to use. The path. The concrete path above allows plenty of room for walking or placing a chair to linger over the nearby vista. Planting perennials that bloom from spring through autumn makes this walkway a welcoming destination through 3 seasons. A few potted or climbing plants can go a long way to frame a small seating area. With minimal plants, decor can do the rest of the work. The all-weather rug transforms the stone patio beneath it, creating the feel of a small outdoor room. And the filigree metal table and chairs are accented by other metal decor and various objects, made of natural materials in an attractive neutral palette, with a large backyard space. Structural elements are key to defining the space and giving it a shape. Doing this first can help guide your landscaping choices. This yard is flanked by mature trees on its edge, and so a variety of smaller levels and contrasting shapes creates a pleasing and functional design. The garden shed with fenced-in area is the focal point. The flagstone path provides graceful curves, and the white stone carries on the color theme of the white fence posts and white painted trim on the shed. Finally, the curved shapes of the flower beds also define the walkway's connection to the larger property. With a large backyard space, structural elements are key to defining the space and giving it a shape. Doing this first can help guide your landscaping choices. This yard is flanked by mature trees on its edge, and so a variety of smaller levels and contrasting shapes creates a pleasing and functional design. The garden shed with fenced-in area is the focal point. The flagstone path provides graceful curves, and the white stone carries on the color theme of the white fence posts, and white painted trim on the shed. Finally, the curved shapes of the flower beds also define the walkway's connection to the larger property. Sometimes you can tell where a gardener lives. This backyard is all about celebrating gardening with many potted plants, vines with colorful flowers growing over fences and sheds, and comfy green chairs strategically placed to rest and enjoy the view of your accomplishments after a busy morning of gardening. Fences can be necessary and useful structures, but they need not always be opaque or thick for privacy. This open-air fence allows plenty of sight lines throughout the garden, including views of the raised beds through the fence. The curved arbor over the gate could hold climbing roses or other vines. The strong structure of the fence, incorporated with the flagstone path, solidifies the location as a central focal point by the shed, and yet the whole area looks airy and inviting. Installing a patio with pavers can be a lot of work and requires decisions about preparing the space, leveling, gravel, or sand, etc. These large pavers simplify the logistics a bit, and the ground cover growing between them softens the look and breaks up the large expanses of white in this design. There are lots of options for ground cover too, including grasses, creeping sedum, and creeping thyme. This simple backyard landscaping from Patio Design Co. includes a large green lawn that hugs the curves of the backyard patio. Low slung shrubs around the edge of the home and in small groupings scattered from the patio to a small mulch-filled island in the center of the lawn allow the architecture to take center stage and don't compete with mature trees surrounding the property. This simple backyard landscaping from Patio Design Co. includes a large green lawn that hugs the curves of the backyard patio. Low slung shrubs around the edge of the home and in small groupings scattered from the patio to a small mulch-filled island in the center of the lawn allow the architecture to take center stage and don't compete with mature trees surrounding the property. This seating area centers around a fire dish, but the round structure could as easily be a table or water feature. The real star here is the sturdy rock wall surround built of natural granite blocks and stairs leading down to the flagstone patio, creating a sunken room effect, with plenty of lush plantings at ground and wall level to add a dose of nature and privacy. This Southern California backyard from Patio Design Co. has Mediterranean-inspired landscaping with a minimalist approach to planting, a play of heights, and a rustic water feature. Other Mediterranean features could include an herb garden, a patio made from old bricks, or a micro-orchard. This dessert backyard is a series of garden beds and walkways. Gravel is used for a tidy, attractive look and moisture retention in times of drought. The gravel works on the walkway and in beds as an alternative to wood mulches. If the ground cover